My dad just got his first iPhone. He went from landline to iPhone. 80 years old. Yeah, no. That's not a dad. I want you in a swivel chair at a desk writing a check, landline tucked under your chin. That's a dad. I don't want to see you like this, scared of Shazam. I don't want to see that. We were having dinner at an Italian restaurant. We got there first. Me, my wife, and my daughter, we got there first. And I watched my dad walking in, and he's mashing his iPhone with his huge, thick Boston dad fingers. I know he can't see it. It's down here, just mashing it. I go, Dad, what are you doing? He goes, I'm trying to tip the Uber driver, Peter. It's a perfect impression. He goes, I'm trying to tip the Uber driver. I go, give me the phone. I didn't say that. I'm terrified of my dad. I was like, perhaps I could help you, Papa. Oh, King of Kings. And he had swapped from Uber to Uber Eats. And he was on the checkout page, and there were 36 steamed vegetable dumplings in his cart. From a nearby Chinese restaurant. They would have been on their way delivered to the Italian restaurant we were currently eating at. 36. My dad does not want 36 steamed vegetable dumplings. None of our dads do. But my father is a proud man. He's never admitted to a mistake in his life. In front of his family? What are you, nuts? So a guy walks in with a brown paper bag, my dad would have been like, oh, good! The appetizer's here! As I destined. He would have ripped open the bag, pretended to not be shocked that it's 36 steamed vegetable dumplings. And he would have dipped those in marinara with unbreaking eye contact. Just like, I've never made an error, Peter. Never, not once. Now let's all eat my mistake, as is our family's agreement.
And I also realized that's been a recurring thing in my life, is just wanting to vanish from society and civilization. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. And when it does happen, it always lands hard. And the last time it really hit me was in 2020. I did phone banking for the 2020 election. Has anyone here ever phone banked for an election? You call people up and say, hey, you're playing a... Okay. I got addicted to it because when you do it, you get a core sample of just pure insanity. You're on the phone and it's nothing but Biden and Trump and the black helicopters and the 5G towers are making us sterile. It is the best podcast you will ever listen to. And you're the host. So one day we did phone banking in Nevada, not Las Vegas, the desert. The desert dwellers. And of course, it's everything I wanted it to be, just on the phone. Everybody in the fluoride in the water and the fucking Illuminati. I'm like, oh, tell me about the skin shifters. So I get one guy on the phone. I should have hung up with him way earlier than I did. This is my fault, okay? I get him on the phone. Hi, I'm calling to see if you're planning to vote in the 2020 election. And he immediately, that, they're all I'm not gonna vote for that shit. But you gotta keep him on the phone and get demographic information, you know? How old are you? What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living, sir? He's like, I don't work. I said, do you live in an apartment or house? And he goes, I have a house. I said, oh, well, what is the house worth? And he's like, it's not worth anything. They were building a suburb up here and they quit halfway through. And a bunch of us came up here and just grabbed the half-built houses. I threw a tarp over the roof. I'm good. I was like, well, you're talking on a phone. Do you have electricity? He goes, I built a windmill outside. I got a little generator. You know, I got a little hot pot. I can make noodles and coffee. I got a fireplace at night. It's good. I go, so what else do you do for food? And he said, well, a bunch of hippies moved up here. trying to start a commune. They brought all this livestock with them, but then they named the things. They don't want to kill them. I'll kill a pig. I don't care what its name is, man. You can write whatever you want in that spider web over top. I want some bacon. I go around every few months. I kill their animals. They give me some eggs and ham. I was like, well, do you get your news from, like, television? And he goes, I don't watch TV. You ever looked at a fire? Matt stopped me short. I have looked at a fire. Fire's awesome. TV right now is great. It's not as good as a fire. It isn't even close. But the last question is what broke me. The last question broke me. Because I said, well, what else do you do for entertainment, sir? And he said, well, I have a dirt bike and a shotgun. And in the evenings, I ride out into the desert and I shoot at rabbits. And I said, are the rabbits a source of food? And he said, you can't hit a rabbit with a shotgun from the back of a dirt bike, you idiot. I shoot at them. I'm not gonna hit them. They know I'm not gonna hit them. They all line up and wait for me. We ride around in a circle for an hour. I come back, I look at my fire. I'm like, my life. What am I doing? I'm doing everything wrong.
But yeah, a little wrong. But I keep saying I'm getting older. I'm not that old though, but sometimes I wonder like what the world's gonna be like when like millennials and Gen Z are like the senior citizens. I just think it's gonna be funny. Because like we're not gonna change. It's just gonna be hilarious. Just a bunch of 90-year-olds walking around with IVs like, my NFT is lit. Like, people listening to music like, put on WAP. It's just gonna be a new type of old person. It's gonna be funny. You know? And the world's gonna have to adapt to cater to old millennials. It's gonna be funny. Like, in 50 years, you might see commercials like, it's a cane and a selfie stick. If you call right now, we'll give you 9 free sticks. People will still be talking about each other's social media. Like, you see the picture Sarah posted wishing Brad a happy birthday? She doesn't care it's his birthday. She's just showing off her new hip. Very transparent. We all know why you posted that. I think my least favorite thing about social media is like that narcissism of it. People just will post anything just to show themselves off. People love getting likes. People just love getting likes. I don't even think people would do certain things if they couldn't post about it. Like, I think if social media ceased to exist, I think there would be a 30% drop in marathon participation. Like, everyone in their 20s would be like, well, now what's the point in running? I can't post a photo of myself at the finish line drinking a craft beer to show everyone I'm as fun as I am fit. I get it, though. You like attention for your accomplishments. So it feels good when, like, you do something good and, like, people know about it. That feels good, you know? So I think it actually would have been kind of annoying to maybe, like, do something impressive before technology and social media, because it would take people a while. It's like if I invented something right now, I could like repost something and I know everyone would see it, and that would make me feel good. It feels good. But if it was like 1930, and I was the one who just invented Scotch tape, pretty big deal. I bet I would run into people I know before they caught wind of my accomplishment. I'd just be standing there like, they don't know how amazing. I feel like I would just be steering every conversation towards tape so I could bring it up and impress them. I'd be insufferable. I'd be on a first date. She'd be like, I feel like we're really bonding. I'd be like, I know. It's like some sort of adhesive. What do you want to drink? I'm going to get a Scotch. I just get there early, rip her menu in half. She sits down, she's like, that's weird. I'm like, I actually have something. I mean, like, if I climbed Mount Everest before social media, I'd want everyone to know, but I want to brag about it. I'd just be finding terrible segues. People come up to me like, hi. I'd be like, you want to know what's hi? People love likes. You can learn stuff from likes, though, you know, like, I was talking to a girl recently, she was like, I wish I knew which guys wanted to hook up with me. I wish they would just tell me. And I was like, you just defined an Instagram like. Like, what are you talking about? If a guy likes your photo, he doesn't care about the photo. If a guy likes it, he's just reminding you he would have sex with you. That's all. A like on your photo just means still alive, still would. That's all it means. Guys don't care about the photo. I'm not sitting there like, oh, perfect filter for that burrata. Oh, God, sick boomerang. No. I don't like following women on Instagram, mostly just because pictures of hot women upset me. Some guys follow these like models on Instagram, and they're always showing, why? They're always showing me like, dude, check out this chick. I'm like, no, I'm having a good day. Why would I want to see something amazing that I'll never have? That's torture. If I was allergic to dairy, I wouldn't follow a cheesecake account just to keep tabs on what I'm missing out on.
I'll take it somewhere a little bit lighter right now. Any cat owners in the room? Do we have any cat owners? Yeah, give it up for cat. Here's the thing. I recently became a cat dad, guys. I am a proud cat dad. And like, I never liked cats. My whole life, I never liked cats. I was always a dog person. Grew up with pet dogs. Thought I'd always be a dog person. But a stray cat showed up in my backyard one day, and I was like, whatever, fine, I'll take care of you. And I love the cat so much. I mean, she has taught me so much about the world. But if I was to say the main lesson my cat has taught me, it's just how good it is to be hot. Because she's like a really cute cat. When I saw her in my backyard, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start giving her free stuff. I'm going to start... Who knows? Maybe if I give her enough free stuff, she might even let me start touching her. I don't know. Meanwhile, there's all these possums and raccoons in my backyard. I'm on the phone with animal control like, hey, can you guys come kill these ugly animals in my backyard? They're trying to get into the free stuff I'm giving my cat for doing literally nothing different other than being more attractive than them. And I want them dead.
Yeah, it is. It's weird having a food allergy because, people on, weird diets all try to recruit you. When they find out, they're like my brother was a vegan for a while. He's like, dude, you got to go plant-based. He almost had me. I do like the idea of not hurting animals. I was like, that is pretty compelling. But I have a problem where I always see both sides of things. So I also kind of dig the idea of killing a creature and absorbing its powers by eating its flesh. So now I have to go to Whole Foods, If you have a food allergy, you have to go to Whole Foods. They have all the stuff you need. It's annoying because it's all so expensive. The food there is just ridiculous. And it's also like a culture shock to go from a normal Philadelphia grocery store to Whole Foods. You go to Whole Foods, everyone's all like, ah, they're all peppy and like, well, hey, what's up, man? I'm used to regular cashiers at an Acme. Just ladies just fucking slumped and defeated, dude. Just a grandmom with two big wrist guards on their arms and slugging a deer park ugh. Just wiping tears off the belt. That's what I'm talking about. You go into Whole Foods, they pick up every item. They're like, oh, what's this? I never had this before. It's like, of course you haven't. You're a cashier. You can't afford this shit. Get the fuck in the bag. Everything there is expensive, dude. Everything at Whole Foods is super expensive. And the reason why, it's kind of a weird reason. Every product at Whole Foods is designed to make you feel like you're a good person. Everything, you pick up a bag of sugar, it's 2% of the proceeds of the sugar go towards some kid in a fucked up country. The kid is so sad. He's having such a bad life, and his mom's mean to him, too. And if you buy the sugar, we'll give him some shoes, maybe. And you're like, oh, that's nice. I get all invested. I'm like, my boy's out there. And you fill your cart with all this stuff. You're like, dude, I am a good guy. And then you go check out and you see the sales tax. And you're like, that goes towards bombs for that same kid. Dang it. Shoot. It does. But then I bright-sided. I'm like, yeah, maybe we'll get the shoes first. That'd be nice, Pilot flies away from decimating a village. You see the moccasins on that kid? Holy shit. It's nice to know there's good people in the world doing the important work.
I am definitely white trash. I want to tell y'all what I think is the single most white trash thing about me. This is a 100% true story. So my parents got divorced when I was 7, and I know you're like, yeah, we figured. Can't believe they were married at all. But yeah, they were. They got divorced back then, early 90s, rural Tennessee. Parents get divorced. Mama just kind of got custody by default. That's just how it worked, So my mom got custody of us, but my dad was like, okay, but they're going to live with me, though. And the judge was just like, ain't you got a Camaro to work on or something? Just let her have them, bro. Right, but we lived with my dad, and because we lived with my dad, he didn't pay her any child support, because in his eyes, that was and apparently that was is not a formally recognized legal defense for not paying child support, right? You can't just plead that's some bullshit, as it turns out. So my dad accumulated all this debt to the state over the course of his life. When he dies years back, I had to reconcile all that, which I didn't know was a thing, but it is in the right circumstances. For example, if you owe money to the state, it's like everything with money works the same way, really. It's like, how like if you got a lot of money in the bank will give you more money for having all that money in the bank. But if you ain't got no money in the bank will charge you money for not having no money in the bank, right? It's like everything works that way with money, including inheritance. It's like if you're rich and your parent dies, you're sad, but you got a new lake house or the throne of England or whatever. Like there's upsides to it. But if you're poor and your parent dies, you're poor plus they're poor. And I'm generationally poor, dude. I come from no money. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. My friends see this. They become concerned. They're like, damn, man, who you owe money to? I was like, I got to pay child support, man. They're like, heard that, but I thought you had both your kids. No, not on them, on me. I'm so white trash, I gotta pay my own child support. And the worst part is I can't stand it so much. Always laying around my house, eating up my food, starting fights with my wife, talking about me in my own head. He sucks. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I finally get a call from the state of Tennessee one day. They're being very helpful. They're like, is there anything we can do to help? Like, are there any assets you can liquidate? I was like, what? And they're like, is there any you could sell? I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, well, there's the house I grew up in where my Mima still lives. And they're like, that's perfect. So what you do is you sell that house, use the proceeds to pay us off, do with the rest as you see fit. And it all kind of clicked for me in that moment. And I was like, so you're telling me that I need to sell the house I grew up in where my Mima still lives so I can pay y'all my own child support? And she was like, can we call you back? And I got a call a couple hours later from her manager, and he was like, yeah, listen, don't worry about that. We wiped all that out. We took care of it. And that's the first time in my life that I was like, damn, maybe I am white.
I read somewhere that the most marked up bottle of wine on a restaurant's wine list is the second cheapest. Reason they do that is got to be on a date, too embarrassed to buy the cheapest wine, picks the second cheapest, and gets destroyed. Probably the best thing I've ever read in my entire life. It's like, who can we screw over here at the restaurant? How about a guy looking for love who's also on a budget? That's why I hired you, PJ. You're an idea man. See, this bottle of Pinot Noir costs us $1.50. Let's go $600 on this one. But I love cooking shows and shows about travel and stuff like that. I was actually on the Seth Meyers show once, years ago, and the other guest was Anthony Bourdain. I got to meet him real briefly, and I'm glad it was a brief meeting because I don't want to be backstage trading road stories with Anthony Bourdain. His would be like, yeah, I remember once I was in South America, got bitten by a snake while I was trying to eat its small intestine. Oh, yeah, well, I was once at a Hampton Inn in Little Rock. And they ran out of Captain Crunch at the breakfast buffet. I get it. Poor guy must have had annoying fans when you're a traveling food expert. People running up to you on the street, hey, Anthony, here's the deal. I'm going to Malaysia, and I love turkey burgers. Anthony, best Rice Krispie treat in Paraguay. Let's hear it. Anthony, I'm going to Dusseldorf and I love empanadas. I need your top 5. I like that show. Chopped, that's a great show. 4 chefs compete for a $10,000 prize. My favorite part about that show is none of the chefs have a realistic grasp of what you can buy for $10,000. I was like, Chef, what are you gonna do if you win the $10,000? Well, I've always wanted to travel around the world for a year. Flying first class everywhere. Oh, you can do that for another $1.3 million. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna fly first class to Cleveland. Take a megabus to Columbus. Fly back premium economy from Columbus with a 5-hour layover in Cleveland. Then you're out of money. Chef, what are you gonna do if you win $10,000? Well, I have 6 brothers. I'd love to buy them each a Rolls Royce. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna buy 3 decent skateboards. Then you make a little sign-up sheet your brothers can take turns. Chef, what are you gonna do if you win the $10,000? I think it'd be great to buy my mom a house. That'd be the greatest. Buying your mom a sweet $10,000 house. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna buy yourself an updated food processor. Then the best wooden spoon. Then you can make your mom some dip, and she can enjoy it in the house she currently lives in. Not the $10,000 before taxes dream house. Also known as a $3,000 house. Also known as a used minivan. It's fun being a comedian. Work at night, have all day to have some weird days. Had a weird day recently, went to the podiatrist, then I adopted a kitten. That was my to-do list for a Tuesday. It was great. I was at the podiatrist's office, stretched out, looking down at my little toes. I was like, oh, I can't imagine anything cuter than that. 40 minutes later, holy shit, what was I thinking? Finally found something cuter than my little toes. Little baby kitty cat.
And I will admit it, I love a hot dude, you know? I do love a hot dude. I'm glad they're around, you know? They really bring a room together. I like to see a good look. To me, it's like looking at a sunset or a horse. Like, I'm not attracted. I'm like, look at him. I'm glad he's here. The party's lit. Like, you ever been in a party and a dude walks in, you're just like, who the f*** is that guy? All right. There he is. Nice. This is awesome. I just like to objectify, you know? And I'm done doing it with women. I think that is dead. Like, enough of that. Women have had enough objectification. Let's start objectifying men as straight men. That's what I say. Let's switch it. Why not? I like a beautiful man. And it's fun to do it to their face. Like, I'm married, I'm beyond off the market. I will make a hot dude feel uncomfortable at a party. Just walk right up to him like, all right, this is great. I'm digging this, yeah. Yeah, look at you. All right, just stare at a weird part, like his stomach or something. Like, yeah, that's great. I love this. Spin around, let me see the whole package. He's like, I'm not gay, man. Neither am I. What's up? What are we doing later? It's like, I don't know. Whose friend is this? This is really weird. I'm not into this. Objectifying dudes. I don't think it's my fault, though, because I grew up in the homoeroticism of 80s action movies. Anybody else? Ridiculous. Every guy was shirtless, cut, and shiny. Everybody. Every Rocky movie, I've seen so many boxing matches, I've never seen them whip out a bucket of baby oil like they did in Rocky. Why did Ivan Drago look like he was made of chrome? Like, it made no sense. Just gleaming like so much. Schwarzenegger, Rambo, like everybody was just veiny, muscular, just steroided out. And this was a time where I was judged if I said any of my friends was attractive, if they were a man, right? Like, I'd be like, whoa, Zach's good looking. Like, ugh! Everyone freak out. What, are you queer? You want to marry him? Like, I'm not going to marry you, Dennis. You're ugly as If I had to marry a man, I would take Zach. He has gentle eyes. son of a bitch. It's a ridiculous time. Jean-Claude Van Damme doing his crazy splits. It was so, all of us guys were like, yeah, I like that. I like his body. I like the way he moves. Queer? What? Like, who cares? But you know what number one was? You're thinking it, I'm thinking it. Roadhouse. Oh, Roadhouse. Sweet Swayze, who just danced his way through every role. Just dancing. Always dancing. Loved Swayze. I miss him every day, man. Roadhouse is the best. Dalton, best cooler in the business. Plus, side note, be nice until it's not time to be nice. That should be America's slogan, you guys. Like, that should be on the flag. Like, one of the stripes should just say that. But, like, back to hot dudes, like, he was the hottest. He was the hottest. Doing kung fu in the morning, shirtless, right? Right on the lake. But like kung fu in the morning, shirtless, sure, but wear some sweatpants. Not these like tightest jeans ever. Just can't kick above the waist. It's ridiculous. A huge rodeo belt buckle? Like that doesn't make for mobility, Swayze. What are you doing? You know? Like I love it so much. I have a bit of an ulterior motive telling you this because I am starting a petition, a movement. I want to get every bouncer at every comedy club to dress like Morning Dalton, okay? Just all of them, mullet wigs, no shirt, greased, the tightest jeans imaginable, huge belt buckle, and just have them surround the room. Just line the walls. Like as you are filing in, they're just standing there. I just want to see a couple people be like, is this Thunder Down Under? Am I on the wrong night? This feels very strange. Is it gay night? I don't care, but is it? None of them will talk to me. Guys? You know why I like a hot dude? Yeah, we're still going. You know why? It's because I like seeing stuff that I'm not. And whoa, stop yelling, enough, stop, okay, I'm hot enough. Calm down. This caused that riot I was worried about. Jesus. I'm fine. But like, I'm talking movie star hot. Like that thick hair that they have, you know what I'm talking about? Like that werewolf hair, where it's like a forehead, then just a tree line. Like this thick, just a thick moss you can't put your fingers through. That's hot dude hair, you know? I worked with Jake Gyllenhaal in New York once. And I say worked with, we were on the same benefit show that went like 4 hours long. And he's well put together. Like, he is good looking as hell. I'm not blowing your mind here, you know. I wouldn't let him He's got those creepy nightcrawler eyes, you know. I want to look in the mirror and think, not for me. But it was like me, him, and a bunch of bands. And I had to follow him. He did a monologue from this beautiful two-man play he was in that was running on Broadway at the time. And I remember sitting there and going, man, this guy's really talented. And they're like, you're next. And I'm like, why? Why am I after that? You know, what a beautiful monologue. And now, Dick Jokes Magoo, and coming up. So I was like, let me just call this out and make fun of it. So I just, you know, went out there after him and was just like, give it up for my twin, Jake. And they laughed so hard it hurt my feelings. Like it killed so hard. People were crying, like, oh my God! He said he's his twin. I think I'm gonna we should go. It's like,
I called my dad up and I asked him for the Hulu password. And he goes, no. Not over the phone. Not the Hulu password? Not the Hulu password. No, you never know who's listening. You think a hacker wants to watch Shrek with commercials that badly that they're hacking your phone conversations? I don't know how much spy equipment costs. I'm pretty sure it's more than $5.99 a month. No hacker wants to listen to my parents' phone conversation. No one's that concerned about how the cats are doing that they're hacking my parents' phone. They're just, why are we on speaker? But that's how old men are. Old men are very protective of their information. My father-in-law won't give me his Wi-Fi password. My father-in-law. It was easier to marry this man's daughter than to get the Wi-Fi password. To this day, if my computer forgets the network, he will pull my computer aside, turn his shoulder, and type it in one by one. If he can find his little book. That's the old guy security system. Tiny book, tiny writing, that book, always lost. Tiny book, tiny writing, open the front door, just chuck it inside. No one's getting this password, not even me.
This annoyed me. I was on the phone with somebody today trying to get a phone number from that person and write it down, but they didn't have phone number rhythm, and that pissed me off. You know, talking about phone number rhythm, especially if there's like an area code involved, like 212, bum bum ba, bum ba, bum ba. That is the rhythm I think we're all familiar with. This guy had no clue. I was like, okay, Hank, give me the number. He's like, all right, it's 2129. Fifteen, 8, 11, 6, 4, 2, 5, 8, 7, 2. Did you throw in your zip code? Because I got a lot of extra numbers over here. I have extra. I can almost start a new number. What do you got? Start again from the top. They really screw you up on the last 4 numbers. That's where they get you. 555 6. Team 41. Dude, I already wrote the 6. I made the dash too close. I can't shimmy the 1 in there now. Forget you. You know what else annoys me? People leaving slow-ass, boring messages on my machine. Unbelievable. Yeah, you come home late at night, you got to go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, look at this, I got a message. Oh, this could be important. I better check it out now. Boop. Hey. Kevin, how's it going, man? It's Tim Duffy from work. What's going on, man? Anyways, give me a call back if you get a chance. I will be, well, you know what? If you call at 9:15, I should be back. Actually, anything after 9:18, I'll be home. Give me a call. I'm at 631-775. This is great. Now I got to play the whole Tim Duffy message again. From the top to try to get the number at 100 miles an hour. That's fun when you're hunched over your machine with like an index card and a little pen. I got nothing on that pass. I got absolutely nothing. I got nothing. I got a 6, 4 blanks, a 4, and then I'm out. I'm out again. I don't know what to do. I got a freaking G. I got a G. Timmy gave me a G.
So I've been living, like I said, I was born in Venezuela, but I've been living in the U.S. since I was 12. I moved here when I was to Maryland when I was 12. I grew up in the East Coast. So I've been living most of my life, but I still feel like I have like this third world country DNA in me. And by that I mean that when you come from a third world country, you're resourceful, like you solve problems quick, because it doesn't work in a third world country. So you gotta find solutions. You just don't give up in life. For example, like if there's no hot water, heat it up. There's no manager you can call. And somebody's always gonna help you in a third world country, and they're always gonna say something like, "Let's see what I can do." Like that's the phrase, and that's everywhere because the other day I was at this bar, and the bartender was Cuban, and my girlfriend wanted a Diet Coke. So I go and talk to the bartender in Spanish. I was like, "Hey, bro, can I get a Diet Coke?" And the bartender realized that I was from Venezuela, so he's like, "Hey, bro, so we don't have Diet Coke. But what I can do is that I can give you some regular Coke and put some water on it. And I was like, all right. But that was the mindset, you see? Like he just didn't go like, we don't have it. He's like, no, we're gonna come up with a solution here. We're gonna solve this problem. Which, by the way, I would love to see this guy as a doctor, just doing the same thing, right? Right, back in Cuba, it's like, so welcome. So you need a blood transfusion. So your blood type is A positive. We don't have that. But what I can do is that I can give you some A negative and then add some B negative. Because 2 negatives make a positive, papi.
All the airlines, they have little categories that they have to compliment you. Make you feel special because you paid too much money or you got lucky and you're in exit row or something. They have these frequent flyer programs. They've been doing these since the 1980s. And it used to start out with just gold. That was the that was what it all was 40 years ago. Congratulations, you're one of our gold members. But they had to pile on more, sound more special than that over the years. So at this point, gold status is the lowest category on any air. Gold is the worst. When they board the flight, they're like, we now welcome gold. Boo. Gold will board last in shame. Gold will be stuffed into the fuselage along with the luggage. Now they have all these categories that are outrank gold, and it's when you board the flight, it's just a parade of precious metals and gemstones. To get on the flight, when they board, they're like, we now prepare to welcome aboard all members of the elite Sapphire Squadron. All the rest of you will bow your heads. Contemplate the sacrifice of the Sapphire Squadron. And you will kneel. Respect and deference as the Sapphire Squadron. The jetway is yours. Oh, what's this? The sacred horn of the sky? What a rare and lucky day. That means that we have someone that outranks even the Sapphire Squadron. The Sapphire Squadron must yield. Yes, yes, yield, I say. For today we welcome aboard a member of the Hermetic Order of the Platinum Chalice. Whatever it is, there's one guy. He's like, well, yes, I'm Platinum Chalice. I'm wearing my epaulets to prove it. I flew 50,000 miles yesterday. Here's the one extra bag that entitles me to excuse me. I'm a member of the Platinum Chalice. I am a member of the Sapphire Squadron, and I suggest you tread lightly. I am also beloved of this airline. Oh, the Sapphire Squadron! I've heard of you. Out of my way, dog! You will pay for this insolence once the One World Alliance hears of it. That's what's happening on Delta Airlines.
I've been married 3 years now, and I love being married. When I'm on the road, I see men talk to women in the wild, and it's crazy. I was checking in at a hotel, woman behind the counter, very pretty, and the guy in front of me is being a creep. I'm watching him. I'm 20 feet behind him, but I can hear it go down, right? He's checking in, and the woman goes, do you have any preference of what floor you stay on? And I swear to y'all, this guy leans forward. He goes, what floor are you staying on? She goes, I'm not. I work here. I don't stay at the hotel that I work. Do you think I'm a guest just chipping in down here in the lobby? Is that honestly how you think we staff this La Quinta? You think you gotta be the lifeguard tomorrow? I don't stay at the hotel that employs me, you moron. So he walks away, tail between his legs, rightfully so. Now I'm up next. I saw the whole thing go down. So I was like, okay, I'll bond with her over what a creep the last dude was. So I'm checking in, and she says, how many room keys do you want? 1 or 2? So I go, how many room keys do you want? And she did not get the reference at all, dude. I looked way worse than the first guy, if I'm being honest. The look on her face, she's like, they just keep coming in today. I mean, is there a creep convention in town? What's happening here?
It was so much easier to make friends when you're a kid, right? I remember when I was 6, Craig moved in next door. He was 6. We were both just like, oh, age and proximity. That's all we need. Best friends for life. Some guy my age moves in next door to me now. I'm like, if this guy talks to me, I will be furious. It's so easy to hang out when you're a kid. You just invite him over to play. You don't even have to be specific. He always comes over, we always have a great time, and we're always mad to be called for dinner. Do you remember liking life that much? That you're annoyed about dinner? Always asking to be excused. Please, can I go back to my life? How much eating do we have to do in this house? Kids hate meals and bedtime. That's all I have now. Right? I call those the big 2. And if I ever do hang out with another male friend now, it's never playful anymore. It's always like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to get together and eat? We could like talk and eat. Best case scenario, there's a big game on TV. We don't even have to speak. We can just watch other men playing. They're playing well. I love that. Don't you love it when our favorite men play well? They always play better when they play together, huh? That play was unbelievable. Let's touch hands. That was so nice. Maybe after this we could play. Yeah, no, you're right. We ate a lot. Sleep would be incredible. You're always right. You're my best friend. I'll see you again in 2 years. Sometimes I don't think we give kids enough credit for how traumatic grade school is. Remember 6th grade, phys ed, run a 7-minute mile in street clothes? And then just straight to math. Shouldn't have worn hiking boots today. Smells like a locker room in here. You kids ready to learn about parabolas? My heart rate is parabolic. Recess is right after lunch because that's how digestion works. Yeah. Yeah, now that you've had spaghetti with milk. Seems like a good time to go run around in a parking lot. They all puked again. Good thing we have our one janitor. I think if I'd live one day on a grade school schedule, it would be the worst day of my adult life. Starting the day at 6 a.m., standing on a street corner in the rain, waiting on a bus with no seatbelts or schedule. Jostles you to homeroom. That's your coffee, is the jostle. Homeroom, you're not allowed to speak, no phones, no music, no gum. Do I have any human rights? No speaking. Now pledge your loyalty to your country. Go on, pledge how much you love America. I'm 7. And admit that there's a God. Admit that there's one God. Go ahead. My parents are agnostic. Well, I won't tell them. Go ahead, admit that there's one God, and you can say it quiet. All right, you're free to go to first period U.S. history as taught by the JV football coach. Enjoy his unique perspective. A lot of hot takes on the Constitution. A lot of gun stuff in the pop quiz. Old Coach Hines. Coach Hines, he would time you for getting water. Kids stand in line and he would go 1, 2, 3, time. That's all the water you get as a child. Is a fast 3 seconds. I think kids are going through school dehydrated. If he liked you, he'd go 1, 2, 3, and time. That's if he liked you.
I long for the days of right before smartphones. I feel like that was the peak fun cell phone era, right? 2006, 2007, they were trying to get smart. There were all these weird new phones that came out all the time. They had like a keyboard that slid out of the side. They were all made of plastic. They had little doors in them. A lot of them had an antenna you could pull up for some reason. Like, time for a big call. Why? Just make it work all the time. Did that ever save a call? Was it like, I'm losing you, hold on. Oh, nope, got you back, yeah. No, I had an extra 2.5 inches of antenna in the chamber. Crystal clear now. But then the iPhone hit, 2008, right? Changed everything. They brought it, they were like, look at this. They came to the mall, they had little kiosks. They're like, this is the phone of the future. It's made out of glass. You know that stuff that breaks? Yeah, we made the whole phone out of that. So anyway you drop it, smash. Can you make it not break? No, but when you buy it, we will also sell you a little suit of armor for it that makes it too big to fit in any pants. The big piece of tech that they were so excited about was like, this is what makes it the greatest phone. Is you can hold it like this, and it's a phone. You can turn it sideways, and you can watch a video. And it knows when you turn it, and it turns on its own. And we were all like, wow. Flash forward to today, anytime my phone turns, I am furious. I'm like, why is it turning? Stop turning. I'm in bed. You should know I'm in bed. You know everything about me, phone. The first thing they had to do on the next iPhone they released was make it so you could turn off turning. They're like, we're sorry about all the turning. You can turn turning off now. Turning's turned off, there's a thing, you slide down, no turning. Turning's off, but then you have to remember turning's turned off, because sometimes you try to turn it, you're like, hang on, I turned turning on. Then you gotta slide it down, turning on, and then turn it till it knows it's turned. You'd think there'd just be a button to turn it, but no, that's not how it works. You open up the turning, then you turn it till it's aware that it's turned, then you tilt it too far back and it goes upside down, you're like, hold. And that's it. They haven't improved it since then. There's been not a lot of new tech coming, no slide-out keyboards, no antennae. They moved the headphone jack around a little bit. We had to live through that saga. They were like, it's on the top, it's on the bottom, it's back on top. Then we went, we don't really care where it is. And they went, well, then you don't get it anymore. We took it away. Everything comes out of one hole in the bottom now, like a bird.
This happened after a comedy show. This old lady came up to me and she said, I'm having a private party down at my house in Malibu. It's all Australian themed. I'd like you to come and perform. And I thought, oh no, it's happening. It's happening. My friends predicted it and it's happening. And I thought, surely she can't pay me enough money. And then she went, I'll pay you $3,000. And I went, oh, look, what time do you need me to be there? What time? So I went down to her racist party and I'm aware Australia's not a race, but anyway. I went down there. She would have spent $100,000 on this afternoon garden party. It was all Australian themed for her 12 friends. That's all that were there. I was the only Australian. It was weird. It was like an Australian version of Get Out. That's what it felt like. I thought, this doesn't seem safe. I need to leave. And I said to the old lady, I said, do you want me to get up and tell jokes? Do you want me to do stand-up? Is that why I'm here? And she said, no, I don't want you to do that. I just want you to walk around and just be Australian. That's what she said to me. And then she had a handler there. I'm not making this up. They handed me a kangaroo on a leash. A real-life kangaroo. You don't hold a kangaroo on a leash. That's a very strange thing to do. That's like one of you guys having a bald eagle as a kite. Just like, oh. Why did we get a bald eagle kite? This is ridiculous. He's already on Grandma twice. Why did we... So that's what it felt like, having a kangaroo on a leash. And I'm walking around this lady's backyard, just with a kangaroo on a leash, just going up to her 12 guests going, g'day guys, how you going? Yeah, it's a kangaroo. I didn't think that'd be here either, but here we are. Hello. Anyway... shrimp on the barbie, dingo's got my baby, have a nice night! Just saying the stupidest that I could think of. Do you know how embarrassing that was? Walking around with a kangaroo on a leash? I would have rather had sex with the old lady, that would be less embarrassing.
So, this happened to me. I was driving by my middle school, and this was a memory from 6th grade, where my 6th grade teacher, she was our Spanish teacher, and she would like make the white kids change their first names to Hispanic names. What was that? Does it help you learn? It's like, okay, so I'm a Jose now? I don't understand. I'm going through puberty. I have enough of an identity crisis as it is. But my best friend Jeff, he didn't play ball. On his name tag, he wrote Mr. Goodbar. Like the candy bar. And here's the memory. My teacher sees it, and she lost her mind, and she goes, "You can't call yourself Mr. Goodbar!" And he goes, "Why not?" And she goes, "Because Mr. Goodbar is a porn star!" And I'm like, there's no way I'm remembering that correctly. So I looked it up. And it turns out Mr. Goodbar was a very famous porn star in the 80s. But we didn't know that, because we were 11 years old. Senorita Pregunta. If I may, one pregunta. Como se dice too horny to teach? How do you say that?
I talk about this stuff. I had some health stuff a while ago. It wasn't like overly serious, but it was bothering me. I had some stomach problems, okay? And I went to the doctor. It was a good doctor, and he gave me some pills, and it didn't work. And I went to like 2 more doctors. They gave me pills, gave me tests. Nothing worked. And I started getting depressed. And my friend was like, hey, you should go see a holistic doctor. I'm like, oh. Are you talking about like, woo? I'm not going to see a witch, okay? And then my stomach hurt for 6 more weeks, and I was like, I'm going to see the witch. And I went, and like I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been to a witch before. Right off the bat, it was different. She goes, call me by my first name. Call me Dr. Olivia. I was like, that does not sound official to me. Like if I was in court and I heard for the prosecution, District Attorney Randy, I'd be like, no, this guy is not a real prosecutor. You know? But here's the thing, I'll call Dr. Olivia whatever she wants me to call her because she is a miracle worker, okay? She healed me. You want to go nicknames? What up, gut fixer? Like I love Dr. Olivia. She changed my life. Now I need to tell you, witches, they charge. Like she's expensive. Like witches charge, and I should have known because every time I walk in this place, there's like 3 pretty girls standing behind this nice desk. Greg Warden, it is so nice to see you. Oh, this is gonna cost me. Pretty girls being nice to you? That's usually very expensive. Like, I've been to the regular doctor. That is not how it works. You walk in, they slide the window open about a half an inch. Sit down, fill out the forms. If you have any questions, call your mama. You're like, oh. She doesn't sound nice or pretty. Like she sounds like a $12 copay. I can afford this. So Dr. Olivia charges, you know, it's just she does. But I was like, okay, I got insurance, let's give it a whirl. So I send it to Cigna and they're like, she's a witch. I'm like, she's a good witch, okay? She's like Stevie Nicks. They won't pay her. They won't pay her. Now, part of the reason they won't pay her is Dr. Olivia did not go to med school. Just hear me out. By training, she is a chiropractor, okay? But she spent 15 years learning as much as she could about advanced gut health, and it worked. I went to the med school guys. She beat them in a stomach fixing contest, okay? Fair and square. I don't care if she learned it at clown college. It worked, you know? They won't pay her. They won't pay her, and it's killing me. I gotta pay her, and I gotta pay the insurance company and not use the insurance, and I'm going broke, and I think the only solution is I'm just gonna have to pay for Dr. Olivia to go to med school. It's gonna be cheaper. Like, she's not gonna wanna go. I'm like, you go, Olivia, you go. And if I'm paying, I wanna see your grades every week. Greg, you're not following your diet. Well, you got a D in ankle class, Olivia. I don't know what med school classes are like. I assume it's body parts. I mean, here's the thing. I bet you in 20 years, they're going to pay for that stuff. The insurance company will catch up. It's like back in the day, they were probably like, anesthesiology? We don't pay for that. We pay for the pint of whiskey and the stick that you bite down on, and that's it.
Friday night, I go to sleep. And I check my Instagram, and there is an Instagram message from the official blue checkmark Instagram account of the Planters Nutmobile. Planters Peanuts has a car shaped like a giant peanut, and it has an Instagram account, and it sent me a message. And the message read, "Word on the salty streets. That's literally what it said. That is a failed MFA major running that account, by the way. Word on the salty streets is you're doing a gig tomorrow night in Montclair, New Jersey. How would you like to arrive at the theater in style? With a free ride from the Planters Nutmobile. Now, my lizard brain read this message and went, I want to ride in a peanut! Like, I immediately wanted it. And then my super ego kicked in and said, Patton, that's going to be fun for a minute. And then you're going to be on the freeway in a giant peanut, everyone looking at you. They're going to pull up to the theater in a giant peanut, and you're going to exit a giant peanut. out of a hatch in the side like a clown fetus. Time to tell my jokey bokies. Thank you, Peanut Car. Have some dignity for once in your life. Act like a rock star and turn this down. And I did, and I was really nice about it. I was like, thank you so much for this kind offer. I must politely pass. The venue has already engaged a car, which they cannot cancel, complete lie. But perhaps in the future, I'll avail myself of your generosity. Very sincerely yours, Patton Oswalt. And I went to sleep. Next day, noon, sleek black town car pulls up in front of my hotel. I go down to meet it. My driver gets out. He is a handsome, bespoke-suited, early 50s Egyptian man. If you were going to make an Egyptian James Bond, this is the guy to hire. He goes, Mr. Oswalt, let's see you into the back seat. Off we go to your show. And I get in the back seat, and we pull away like the rock star that I am. We go 600 feet. We're going to make a right on 6th Avenue. And as we make the right, and it's completely my driver's fault, he bumps into and knocks over a guy on a moped. Big, muscular guy on a tiny moped with a skinny little girl hanging off of his back. And it's completely my driver's fault. He has knocked this guy over. The moped guy gets back up and says through the passenger window, hey, man, watch it. You just knocked me over. And my cool, collected, bespoke-suited driver says, you can watch where you're going. I'll murder you. 0 to psycho in 2 seconds. Then my driver realizes, wait, I'm in a car. He's on a moped. I'm just going to drive away. So he makes the right onto 6th Avenue. He's going to triumphantly drive away. And we go 2 feet because it's a red light. We're not going anywhere. We're stuck right there. The moped driver pulls up next to us, taps on the passenger window. You remember me? Raises his left hand and punches the passenger side mirror off the car. 1 punch. My driver puts the car in park, takes off his seatbelt, gets out, and runs at the moped guy, throwing fists. Now, the moped guy is huge, but there's a moped between his legs. His girlfriend's hanging off of his back. He's got no real center of gravity, and some of the punches are landing. So he's like, this. And he turns his moped against traffic and zips away the opposite direction down 6th Avenue between all the cars. My driver gets his arms around the girlfriend's waist, but she doesn't let go. So my driver is now dragged away down 6th Avenue. I'm watching all this through the back window. There he goes. That's my driver. I don't know what to do right now. The light's green, everyone's honking at me. I'm like, you're honking at luggage. There's nothing I can do. You're honking at a baby on board sign. I have nothing to do with it. This car. Block and a half later, my driver loses his grip, falls off, stands up. Half of his suit is torn open, chest is bloody, this side of his face is bleeding, and he doesn't adjust to any of it, leaves the suit hanging open, calmly walks back to the car. Everyone is screaming at him, flipping him off, doesn't acknowledge any of it. Gets in the car, closes the door, seatbelt back on, turns to me and says, what was that all about? like, just serial killer calm. I don't say what the fuck that's about because I'm terrified. We drive to Montclair in silence, get to my hotel. He gets out. Mr. Oswalt, have a wonderful show tonight. We've reached your hotel. I thank him. I tip the shit out of him. He knows where I'm saying he can climb the side of that building and kill me. Go into my hotel room. I step out onto the balcony. I look out over the city of Montclair, New Jersey, and I said to myself, I apologize, Planter's Nutmobile. Pride and hubris have led me to this moment. I deserve all this tension and terror, and I made a silent vow to myself if I'm ever offered a ride from a food or product-shaped vehicle, I will accept it with grace and humility. If I'm ever nominated for an Oscar and the Massengill douchemobile wants to bring me to the Kodak Theater, I will be stepping out of a vinegary sack on wheels to get my prize.
Where do you find the low-income whites of this great country of ours? 2 words, Waffle House. Waffle House seems to be a headquarters for the low-income whites. Or if you're in the middle of the country, it's called a Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrels are just upscale Waffle Houses. We're in Nashville. You have Waffle Houses and Cracker Barrels. Can you say sweet spot? What's your mindset when you go to a Cracker Barrel? I want the unhealthiest food sold in public, but I still want to impulse buy a rocking chair. Where can I do it? Does such a place exist? It does. It's called the Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrels are closing. Sorry, whites. Sorry, whites. Cracker Barrels are closing. Sorry, whites. I'm sorry, whites. But so are Red Lobsters. Sorry, blacks. Sorry, blacks. I'm sorry, blacks. That joke works better if there's more blacks in the room. Maybe someday, right, Nashville?
Hey, did you know that Botox was originally being invented to help people with cerebral palsy? It's a pretty cool thing, man. They were developing it. They were trying to find a way so that they could inject the muscles so that wouldn't do that. Well, but then somewhere along the way, they discovered that Botox also makes wrinkles go away. And then they were like, well, cerebral palsy. We could really be helping people. God forbid you had a crowfoot. The guy with the twisty arm can wait. I love that joke, man. Because I'm sure you can feel that weird vibe that kind of rolls across the room. What that is that's just all the people with Botox trying to frown. I guess all joking aside, what I want to know is, does he look younger? No crow feet on that.
The spider that freaks me out the most, this might surprise you, it's not the tarantula, it's not the black widow, it's the daddy longlegs. Yes, right? Ugh. If you don't know what a daddy longlegs is, it's like a pencil eraser with a bunch of like spindly coming out of it, you know? Like, like no. No, that bug's a pig. Mm-mm. And someone told me the other day that I told them that I was afraid of daddy longleg spiders. And she goes, oh, well, actually, a daddy longleg spider is harmless to human beings because its fangs are not strong enough to pierce human skin. And to that I said, oh, do not talk to me like that. Don't speak to me that way. Its fangs are not strong enough. Like, socialize yourself. Go outside. What are we doing? Take that fang talk with you. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And if you get nothing out of my set tonight, this is very important. She was wrong. She was very wrong. A daddy longlegs is not harmless to human beings because no animal is harmless to humans if he makes you call him daddy. Ah, yeah, look at daddy's long legs. Oh, God. Kill it. Switch that pervert. We can't have it. Some more personal news, everybody. I got married a couple months ago. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do we see her? Huh? Got married to a human woman. Who's alive and well. In that order. Got married, and my wedding night, best night of my entire life. The morning after, worst morning of my entire life. Baby was hungover. I'm baby. I wake up, turn to my wife, and I go, I feel like a bag of trash. Do you have anything I can take? And she goes, nothing. And I said, nothing! And I realize that voice doesn't scream provider. Doesn't even whisper provider, to be completely honest. So I asked if she had anything, she said nothing, and I go, Baka! So she's supportive, she starts going through her bag, and she pulls out these pills, and she goes, I have Midol. And I said, what is that? It sounds efficient, right? Yeah? Midol, it sounds strong, like for guys. And she told me what it did, and it's for, if you don't know what Midol is, it's what women take when they're experiencing premenstrual, you know, nervous, I just got premenstrual symptoms. How do I say this? And I said, beggars can't be choosers. What are these symptoms? And she's looking at the back of the box and she goes, all right, well, these help with cramps. And my tummy was a disaster. I was like, I have terrible cramps. What else does it do? And she goes, it also helps with bloating. And I said, I'm in my 30s and I ate dinner after 6:30 last night. I'm pretty bloated right now. We're 2 for 2. This drug's incredible. What else does it do? And then she said, oh, and this version actually helps with headaches. And I go, give it to me! I took 2 Midols, and I have never, ever felt so good in my entire life. So now I just take Midol. I take it all the time. I'm on 4 right now, and I'm glowing, Daddy. I have an aura. Being married means I'm a team player now. Team player over here, team player. Thank you. So when my wife asked me to go on a ghost tour of a Revolutionary War fort, I said yes, even though that sounds like shit. Would I want to do that? It's a terrible idea. Yeah, put me next to scare me people. You know who I'm talking about. Life's not horrifying enough for you. You gotta go, why go to a haunted house when you live in a haunted world? But fine. I went. I was dreading it. And it ended up being, after my wedding night, the second best night of my entire life. Because the tour guide was what is the term? A f***hole. Every time he mentioned something scary or supernatural, he immediately debunked it with a perfectly logical explanation as to what had really happened. So I meet the tour guide, we're there, it's very dark out, and this guy, he's got a 3-cornered hat on, big ass, bushy mustache. This guy's like 6'5", 370, he's a mountain of a man, sword on his hip. If walruses had a navy, he would be an admiral. He'd be a full bird admiral in the walrus navy. It's the craziest sentence I've ever said. So we get to the first stop on the tour, and the guy goes, all right, everybody, gather round, gather round. Now, if you gaze across this fort, what do you see? Nothing but green grass, grass everywhere. However, if you look at this 1 2-foot by 4-foot rectangle, you don't see any grass at all. And as a matter of fact, grass stopped growing here, legend says, right after the final execution was carried out here in this very location. It's almost as if the grass is too haunted to grow here. Or perhaps no grass grows here because it is the lowest point of the fort. And whenever it rains, all the water congregates in this 1 2-foot by 4-foot rectangle, rendering it impervious to seed. Is it a ghost? Or is it science? Who's to say? And people are confused. This is not what they signed up for. I'm thrilled. This is what I signed up for. I didn't know it yet, but it was. So the tour continues, and we get to the next stop on the tour, and the guy goes, all right, everybody, gather round, congregate, congregate. Now, I need everybody here to be quiet. What is that sound you hear? What is that sound? Listen up, what's that sound? That's right, silence. Can't hear nothing. However, multiple times over the year, we have our guests stay overnight here at the fort. We do a little camp out. And multiple times at 4 o'clock in the morning, our guests have heard a loud shrieking noise break out throughout the fort. A sound reminiscent of Mrs. Fredrickson when she found out that her husband, Colonel Fredrickson, the master of the fort, was beheaded by a cannonball in battle. And she was so upset, she hurled her body off the parapets of the fort, screaming all the way down until her body crashed into the ground, and she died. They say that noise was her ghost. Or perhaps that noise happens because we're in an area native to the northeastern red fox. And their mating season is late October, early November. Oh, I don't know, right around the time of this tour right now. And the female northeastern red fox's mating call is eerily similar to that of a bereaved woman. Is it a ghost? Is it a horny fox? Who's to say? And I have pissed my pants laughing. I'm with urine. People are furious. There was a lady on her phone looking up a refund for the tour that she was currently on. So we get to the final stop on the tour, and we go to what I believe was the old blacksmith shop. And this part was actually legitimately creepy. This part creeped me out. So we walk through this kind of a makeshift entrance, and there's like candle light, flickering on the walls. You hear the howling of the wind. It was sinister in there. And the tour guy goes, all right, everybody, circle up. Now, you might notice that we walk through a little makeshift entrance. That's because that main door, it's not stuck, but it would take many a strong man to open up that door. However,
Every once in a while, when we're closing up for the night, we have multiple tour guides report that they see that door wide open. It's almost as if the ghost of the blacksmith, who literally cooked alive in this very location, swung that door open to get one more breath before he passes on to the other side. Perhaps it was his ghost that opened up that heavy door there, or perhaps that door is open because we're 1.5 miles away from the airport. And when those big old military planes take off, they create a sort of suction. A suction, oh, I don't know, strong enough to open up that big old door over there? Who's to say? And this woman snaps. She goes, God damn it!
Sir, how long have you been giving tours at this fort?
20 years.
In your 2 decades giving tour at this fort, have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever seen one ghost?
My guy goes, Madam, I have noticed in my life that there is a direct correlation between one's level of education and whether or not they see ghosts.
As a New Yorker, I travel a lot more now, and like the more I travel, the more I'm starting to see New York a little differently, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, you travel outside of New York, you start to pick up on things. Like, that first day back is rough. I get back, I get off my flight, I look around, I'm like, it is kind of nasty. I don't want to feel that way about my city, man. But I go to other places and I'm like, there's no trash around your trees. Where do you guys keep your trash? In bins? That's disgusting. I don't touch my trash. And it's happening more often now because I'm traveling more, and which is so expensive, by the way. Like, if you're buying flights, it's ridiculous. I'm going to Wisconsin, $700. That's what I said, $50 at the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should pay me to get on that flight. Like, why? What cheese enthusiast is ruining this for the rest of us? I thought it was ridiculous. I checked every airline, because that's what you do, right? I was like, I must be hallucinating. This can't, even Spirit, I ain't got no shame. Like, all of them. If you look at Spirit Airlines, you are in a financial situation, right? That I feel like anybody can relate to, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just an airline, it defines an economic era of our lives and should be respected as such. And it's always a bad choice. Look, Spirit is always a bad... I'll hit you with the double negative. It's never not a bad choice. You know it is. You know it's a bad choice, because you see the price right there, and you still got to talk yourself into that flight. Because I saw the price. I was like, woo! $27. That's less than I thought. I started giving myself reasons. I was like, come on now, nobody's hijacking a Spirit plane. Like, you're safe. Even if someone did, every passenger on that flight would be like, you thought you was the only one that bought a gun? Like, you really thought... It's a Spirit Airlines, sir. Nuck if you buck, Hans Gruber. It doesn't matter where I go. As soon as people find out that I'm a New Yorker, they feel compelled to tell me how they feel about New York. right? Like, I don't ask. But they always tell me, and it's usually some cliche thing, you know, they'll be like, New Yorkers are mean. And here's the thing, we're not mean, we're aggressively kind. Right? We're very misunderstood. I always tell people, get lost in New York City, the first person that will help you is a New Yorker. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because we can't stand lost-looking people. Like, we hate your lost-looking faces. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We see them at the, like, right at the subway map, just like, Is it uptown? Is it downtown? What's midtown? Literally the middle. I just picture them like panicked at the map, and then like out of the darkness, they hear a voice. Where you trying to go? That is one word in New York City. Where you trying to go? No breaks. You've been looking at the map for 5 minutes. Where you trying to go? I'm trying to help you get out of my way. You've been in my way 5 minutes. Look at this map.
Clap if you have kids. Okay, now clap if you don't have kids. Okay, you don't have to celebrate that you don't have kids. I just wanted to know how many people didn't have kids. You don't have to. It's okay, it's okay. I mean, it's a lot of fun tonight, but you're gonna die alone, but no, it's fine, it's okay. Whatever, like do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. No, we already blew it, but no, I have a 5-year-old, and he's great. But he's in that age. He have a lot of energy, and kids of that age, there's two ways to stop them. You know, morphine or the phone. You know, and you know that the phone is bad for them. You know that it's poison for their brains, but it's so effective. You know that if you give a kid a phone and you, I don't know, take a walk for 3 days. And you come back, he's gonna be in the same spot. And he's probably gonna learn how to fish or something, you know? But I know that it's bad for him. I know, but at the same time, you have to find a balance in life, you know? You know that every minute I have the phone, he's getting dumber and dumber. But you have to be okay with it, you know? It's like, well, he's not gonna learn math, but I'm gonna finish this movie. You can't have everything in life, you know? I don't like to give him the phone, but sometimes we have done it. We were at a restaurant the other night, and we were like, okay, 5 minutes. You can have the phone for 5 minutes. And of course, they go to the darkest places on the internet right away. I don't know how they do it, but you're like, okay, you can watch 5 minutes of Baby Shark. A minute later, he's watching a shark eating a baby. I don't know how. I was like, okay, let's try to have a conversation. Let's try to pretend we still love each other while he's checking this video. And a little lady from another table just came running. She's like, beep, 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 beep. And sit down right next to my boy and start watching this video. And her mom just came running, like very angry. She came running, just grabbed the girl, and she's like, no, we don't do that. And we were like, what the f*** is wrong with this woman? I know what we're doing is wrong, but like, don't say it out loud, you know? Don't judge your style of parenting in a restaurant, mother. Like, and I look at this woman's face, and she was like the Oscar-winning actress Anne Hathaway. And I was like, calm down. It's not the movie The Princess Diary. Of course, I didn't say that. I was like, thank you for looking me in the eye. Please insult me more. So stupid. I think kids of that age, they're so weird because they don't share any information about what's going on in their lives. You know, like I mean, in school specifically. Like every time I pick up my son from school, I'm like, hey, how was your day? And he's like, I don't remember. And it's like, how? I mean, you should remember everything. You're a kid. I just pick you up, and your brain is new. You have so much storage in your brain. But he's like, I don't remember. I don't remember. But the weirdest thing is, like, 3 hours later, he shared a piece of information about his day with no context. You know, we're doing something else. I don't know, we're having dinner. And he's suddenly like, Ryan cried. And it's like, what happened to Ryan? And he's like, I don't remember. So we think he killed Ryan. I think he's in a cult. That's all. That's what he starts sharing.
Fun being a new cat owner, get to buy her stuff. I was on Amazon looking at cat treats. Found the brand of cat treat. There's a bunch of reviews next to it. Saw there was a 1-star review. I was like, ooh. I got to read a 1-star review of a cat treat. This was the entire review. My cat didn't like this. How's that? Guys at his keyboard, I'm going to keep this lean and mean. My cat didn't like this. I could just see that guy at home. Hey, Pockets, come here. Got some new treats for you to try. What do you think? Oh, you don't like them? Well, don't worry. Daddy will bankrupt the company. What? Just try a different brand? Don't be so petty. You don't be so polite, Pockets. I'm going to crush them. Made the mistake of getting a kitten instead of an adult cat. That's a mistake. She's adorable, but my God, I don't know what I was in for. She attacks me while I'm trying to sleep. It's gotten so bad I've actually checked into hotels. I've checked into the closest hotel in my apartment 3 different times to get some sleep. Probably $5,000 worth of hotel rooms. It's a great check-in, though. You walk in, no bags, bleeding. So you're here for business, sir? No, actually, a kitten attacked me. Oh, where are you coming in from? Look outside. See that building 50 feet away? See that light on the 7th floor? See that kitten in the window? Yeah, the one drinking a glass of rosé. Smoking a cigarette with one of those long holders. Oh, she's holding up a sign. Todd Barry is overrated. Where does a kitty learn that word? It's incomprehensible. Supposed to brush my cat's teeth. That was sprung on me recently by the vet. You got to start brushing her teeth. I was like, okay, I wouldn't have gotten the cat. Just saying, had I known, I wouldn't have considered it for 1 second. But it's too late. I love her. So I went on YouTube looking for tutorials how to brush your cat's teeth. Thought there might be 1 or 2. There's thousands of them. All the same, none of them are helpful. They're all like, here's how you brush your cat's teeth. First, start out with the world's most relaxed cat. You got that? No, I don't got that. Shockingly, I do not have that. Place her carefully on this table specifically designed to examine animals. You can get one at your local veterinary supply store for $6,000. Now take the toothbrush and toothpaste out, watch what happens. Oh my God, she took it from my hand. She's taking the cap off the toothpaste. She's brushing her own teeth. Where'd you get a water pick, baby? She snuck off to Target and bought a water pick. Supposed to schedule playtime with the cat. I don't know you're supposed to do that. I don't want to play with my cat. I'll watch Shark Tank with my cat. We'll call that playing. Come here, baby. Sit on my lap. We're going to play. Scratch, 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 scratch. $500,000 for 2% equity. Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah, it's bad valuation, baby. Yeah, they better have some sales. The apartment I live in charges me $50 a month because I have a cat. It's like a little spiteful pet fee they have. I remember being in the leasing office, signing a lease. Guy's like, so it's just you in the apartment? Yeah, just me and my cat. Oh, so it's not just you in the apartment. There's also something this big living there? Yeah, she's the size of my toaster. You have a toaster? You gotta come clean with me, my man. All right, I have a couple of spoons also. Okay, we're gonna go 50 to the cat, 30 for the toaster. $8 each for the spoons. I can make that joke last 19 hours if I wanted to. Think of all the objects I didn't mention. They have cat cafes now. Coffee shops with cats roaming around in them. They're great. I went to one in New Orleans. The only thing better going to a cat cafe, going to a cat cafe alone. The only thing better going to a cat cafe alone, showing up and being the only customer at the cat cafe. It was just me and 150 cats. I was just walking around like I was the king. Tell me about the gray one. Seems a bit moody for a domestic Shorthair. Why is the tabby not playing with the ragamuffin? They should be friends. Let's try a coffee. Mmm, delicious. Coffee always tastes best when you drink it near 7 litter boxes. That's a lot of cat jokes, huh?
Everybody remembers their first job as a kid, man. You know, maybe you sold Girl Scout cookies, maybe you mowed lawns, you babysat, whatever. I was about 12 years old when I got my first job. I was the account manager for my granny's Marlboro Miles. Okay, real ones, no. Okay, yeah. So for everybody that was either too young to remember or maybe you just had a great childhood, let me set it up for you guys, okay? Marlboro used to have this program where if you smoked a ton of their cigarettes, they'd send you free shit. That's right, free stuff for doing the thing you loved most, man. The world really was a better place. And they used a point system, okay? It was 5 points per pack of cigarettes. And all you had to do was save up a whole bunch of points, pick what you wanted from the Marlboro catalog, okay? Send in your points, and they would mail you your item in the longest 6 to 8 weeks of your life. Marlboro sunglasses, Marlboro jackets, Marlboro coolers, Marlboro tents, Marlboro dartboards. I mean, they had it all, man, okay? And every item they had the Marlboro logo plastered across it. Because this was really all about marketing, okay? Because before this, the only way to advertise that you smoke Marlboros is if you walked around with an oxygen tank. And every item they had probably cost them $2 to make, you know, if that. And it was made by a 6-year-old Vietnamese kid who was definitely also smoking Marlboro Reds. Man, when they dropped this program, my granny upped it from 2 packs a day to 4. She quit becoming an addict and became an investor. And she had her eyes set on the biggest prize in that catalog, the Marlboro bicycle. Because nothing screams a healthy lifestyle like chain smoking while riding a bike. And y'all, the bicycle was 16,000 points. Now let's do a little math here, okay? That equals 3,200 packs of cigarettes. And let's say in the late 90s, early 2000s, I'm just lowballing here. Let's say a pack of cigarettes was $2. That equals $6,400 in cash. You could buy a Chevy S10 for $6,400 in 1998. That's trailer trash math, okay? And to you or me, that doesn't make sense, but to my granny, that's a free bike. Oh my God, you guys. It was wild. Y'all, our monthly cigarette budget was more than the grocery budget. One month, it was either cigarettes or toilet paper. And guess who had to wipe their ass with coffee filters? Me. She took it serious, man. She did, y'all. One time, my uncle got drunk and tripped over my grandma's little chihuahua, went airborne, okay? Dropped a whole bowl of Wolf brand chili onto the coffee table. Ruined a fat stack of Marlboro Miles I just counted out. Y'all, my grandma lost her shit. I swear to God, I saw it in slow motion, you guys. She jumped up, she chokeslammed my uncle through the screen door into the backyard. It was wild, man. She went from 0 to full-blown Undertaker in 0.3 seconds.
There's a lot of rules now, right? You can't do a lot of stuff. But the one thing I won't do is I won't guess gender. I just don't do it. I go, hey, right, when I was younger, I used to go, hey, you, and my mom would go, that is rude. Turns out it's the most woke thing you could ever say. Who knew construction workers have been ahead of the game this entire time? I won't do it. I was in San Francisco getting a coffee one time, and I walked in, and the person working had a name tag on, and it said Eric, and Eric had a beard. I don't pretend to know where Eric's life started, but that dude, I was pretty sure, or that day, I'm pretty sure he was a dude, right? And so I said, hey, Eric, can I get a coffee? And he goes, no problem. And I said, all right, just 1 pump of vanilla, please. And he goes, yep. And then he turned around and put 4 pumps of vanilla in it. And I go, that's going to be too much vanilla. I'm going to be eating Little Debbie zebra rolls with that coffee, and that's too sweet. So I was going to say, excuse me, sir, but instead of saying sir, I freaked out and held the S, trying to think of something else that started with S till I ran out of breath. I was like, excuse me, I'm a snake. And then I left without my coffee. I'm gonna retell that story in 3 chunks. Paid for coffee, told another person I was a snake, then I left without my coffee. And my friend waiting outside was like, where's your coffee? And I was like, snakes don't have hands, idiot! I was so embarrassed I held on to the lie for 2 more blocks.
You know what I wasn't ready for as a dad? There's this weird phenomenon, how much more you love your kids than other people's kids. And I know, that's not a polite thing to say. But if we can't talk here, you know what I mean? Let's talk here. It's a real phenomenon. I love all children, but I love my baby girl so much more. You can't help it. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm not proud of this story. But I'm also not ashamed of it. You know what I mean? Like, we were at a birthday party. It was in a park. My daughter was 3 years old at the time, and there was a carousel. She had never seen a carousel in her life. She was transfixed. She lit up, and I went up to her and I said, baby, I promise we're gonna ride that carousel, you and me. Before the day is done, we're gonna ride the carousel together. She smiled. It warmed my heart. That's a sacred thing. That's a daddy-daughter promise. You don't mess around with that. A couple hours later, a friend of mine who knows I made that promise comes running up to me and goes, Pete, it's the last carousel ride of the day. So I scooped Leela up and I ran as fast as I could across the field towards the carousel. We got there just in time. We got in line. At that very moment, my friend Scott, that's his real name, that's an unnecessary betrayal. My friend Scott runs up to me. He's white as a ghost. He's out of breath. He goes, Pete, have you seen River? I can't find River. You couldn't find his kid. We were in line. It's a biological urge. They were letting people through the turnstile. I'm not proud. But this is a true story. I went like this. I went, oh no. River. What was she wearing? Blue? Blue overalls? And then I was whisked away by a wooden horse with a frozen face. As soon as the ride started, I regretted it. This is true. So when the ride was facing the park, I would keep an eye out so I wouldn't feel like a total piece of shit. So it was like this. It was like, River! You can't help from a horse. What would I do if I saw her? Stay put, baby! Help is coming, not from me. I'm engaged in whimsy. Yeah, they found her. That would be up if I was like, and she's gone. Yeah, she's gone. I really regret my decision. I should have lent a helping hand. She was barely gone one carousel ride. I want to care about everybody. There's just so many of us.
But let me offer you some advice that I wish someone had offered me before I had children, because I didn't know this, which is this. When you're traveling with your family, when you have children and you travel with said children through the airport, you can be randomly selected by TSA, who will suddenly decide to start peppering your children with questions to make sure that you are not kidnapping them. How fun's that? And I didn't know this was even a thing until it happened to my little family at Denver International Airport. We're traveling through the airport, ready to go. To give you an idea of my son Malcolm's desire to talk to strangers that day, let me explain to you his outfit. He was wearing headphones, not plugged into anything at all, fingerless gloves, and winter boots on a 95-degree day. I ask you, is that the outfit of a 3-year-old who'd like to dialogue with a stranger? I'd argue not. And yet, nevertheless, we're passing through security and suddenly a TSA guy is in Malcolm's face. And he's just like, hey son, what's your name? And Malcolm's like, Malcolm. He goes, okay, good. Is that your brother over there? He goes, yeah. He goes, what's your brother's name? He goes, Ellis. He goes, okay. Are those your parents? And Malcolm goes, I think so. Can you think of a worse answer than I think so? No is actually a better answer. No is like, it's an uncle, it's a godparent, produce some paperwork, get to the bottom of it. But I think so. That's what they've been telling me since they took me from the campsite 4 days ago. And when I say otherwise, they hit me so very hard. So I think so. And we were like, Malcolm, tell that dude where your parents, what are you doing? Tell him, where your parents? And the guy's like, son, I'm gonna ask you one more time, and this is very important. Are those two your parents? And Malcolm goes, uh-huh. Like clearly under duress. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then they just let us through because they're TSA and they're inept. TSA is like, hey, what if we took the crew of a Times Square McDonald's, put them in charge of global security? What's everybody think? Good idea or not? We get through the x-ray machine miraculously. I'm retrieving my bag, and this other dad who was in line, he came up to me and he goes, I'm not gonna lie, dude, that made me nervous. I go, made you nervous? If I don't get these two to Reno by Tuesday, I'm out $150K. That's my year, bud. That's my year. The exception to the rule of Malcolm's shyness is women. He likes talking to women. In fact, he'll only talk to women, which I so get. Men are the worst. If I had the option of never talking to a man again my entire life, I would take that option. But men keep talking to me, and it feels rude not to respond, so I have to engage. My son, he's under no such societal constraints. He can talk to whoever he wants to talk to, and he's decided that's only going to be women. So the other day, we were at the park, and we were playing delivery guys, because my son will only play working class games. Yeah. Delivery guys, firefighters, EMTs, construction workers. Some lets me know he doesn't respect what I do for a living at all. So we're playing delivery guys, and a woman comes running through the park, right where we're playing. She's got earbuds on, she's jogging, she's minding her own business, and my son Malcolm, he just goes, "Hey, you!" Yeah, like real delivery guy energy, you know? Just cat calls her, "Hey, you!" And she stops and takes her earbuds out. She's like, yeah, yes? He goes, "We're delivery guys." She goes, "Oh, yeah?" He goes, "Yeah, my brother, my dad, me, we're delivery guys." And she goes, "Well, what are you delivering?" And he goes, "We're on break." Like, I'm not pretending to know my son's eventual sexual preference, but if he ever decides that it is in fact women, he's already gaslighting at a high school level. Once he figures out that women love it when you tell him to smile more, he's gonna crush. And I can feel a lot of women in the room not liking where that joke went. But I set up the joke by saying men are the worst, and then I ended the joke by giving an example of men being the worst. So I ask you, is it the joke that you don't like, or do you just hate foreshadowing?
It is cool. My wife's a black woman. She can say, like, whatever she wants. Total freedom of speech. It's awesome. But she'll drag me into conversations where I have to be like, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but white guys are kind of on house arrest right now. You go ahead." Yeah, black women can say whatever they want, except for Whoopi Goldberg for some reason. They're on Whoopi's ass, man. It annoys me. She would apologize recently for using the word gypped. Yeah, she would apologize to the American gypsy community. She had to burn 30 seconds of primetime TV to say sorry to 4 toothless carnies. Just some guy fixing a ring toss, like, "The better take it back." No, man, my wife will just, like, drag me into these conversations where I'm like, I don't know how to respond, man. It's like I invited her on a double date not too long ago, and it was like a kind of a weird situation. It was my friend, he's a white guy, who just started dating this black chick, which, first of all, I'm kind of like, that's my thing. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. And then it's like, you don't want to go on a double interracial date. Single date's perfect, because like you guys, like, we're saving the world, we're so tolerant. Once you're in like a double interracial date, now you're like enthusiasts or something. It's just swirling a glass like we like what we like. You know, it's weird. But I told my wife the situation. I'm like, "Come on, man, we should go. You know, we haven't been doing anything. Let's go on the date." My wife was like, "What kind of black is she?" It's like, level 2. I don't fucking know, man. I can't possibly answer this. I learn about a lot of white stereotypes too. Being with, I hear stuff I'm not supposed to hear. There's a lot of weirdly specific stereotypes about white people you guys probably have no idea about. I always like walk in on conversations where I hear them and I'm kind of like, I just opened my door. I walked in on one recently. I opened my door. My wife was talking to her aunt on speakerphone. It's a cultural thing. And I opened my door. I opened my door. It's a custom. Be respectful. And I just opened the door to her aunt being like, you know, white people don't care about their grandparents. And I was like, ah, damn it, dude. That one's true. That hurts. I didn't know anyone knew about that. How the hell did they know? It's true. My mom calls me every like 5 months. She's like, you know your great aunt Bridie died. And I'm like, Mom, do I? She's like, you have to go. I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. I have to go literally ID the body at the funeral. I go and I'm like, oh, that lady. I hate funerals. Then you have to like try to like talk to a dead person in your head. It's always, I just panic. I don't know what to say. I just like, it's just like I just rattle off some Ice-T would say on NCIS. I'm like, crime doesn't pay, you punk, and I didn't walk. But yeah, so it's fun though, man. It's cool, you know, being in a relationship like that. I get like having a black wife is a confidence booster sometimes. Certain situations, it like, dude, like customer service disputes, bro. Black ladies are like the Navy SEALs of customer service, dude. It's crazy. I'm first wave, I'm the scout. I go up, I'm like, hey, I noticed our flight's delayed. Do you know how long that's gonna be by chance? And like, sir, shut the f up, dude. Sit the f down. I'm like, all right. I always give him another chance. I'm like, are you sure? You'll never guess who's following me up, dude. I just tell, I'm like, it was that lady right there. She comes back 5 minutes later with like a $50 gift card. She's like, we're taking off, throw it on the pile. Yeah, it's not all fun and games, man. We do deal with stuff. We still have a race problem in this country, you know? A lot of perceptual stuff, you know? Like, there's just, like, sometimes you will just be looked at differently, and you know, it is what it is. Like, here's the thing. I bought us a pair of matching sweatpants from Walmart. I thought it'd be funny. It's not, nobody likes it, but they're these like patterned, weird looking sweatpants, and like, we still have them, so sometimes like laundry just works out the way we're just out of stuff and we both wear them. We don't even think about it. We'll be out like running errands in our matching sweatpants, and we'll be like arguing in the electronics department at a Target, and I'll see the people looking at us who work there, and I know they're thinking we're one of those crackhead couples. I know where they're they think, you know, those couples that like walk along the side of the highway together? Just visibly bound in failure for all to see, just, you know those guys? They always make me laugh. I'm like, why the highway? What the hell? Checking Google Maps, like I said, it's gonna take 5 days and 4 hours. We're gonna take the turnpike, come on. I love those guys. It's like the heroin Oregon Trail. You see them out there, you're like, God damn. Prospectors. You see their sweatpants catch the wind, you're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Yeah, we argue, it sucks. I hate arguing with my wife. I wish we didn't, but we do. We've been together for so long, it's like embarrassing at this point, you know? 'Cause we don't even have anything to argue about. Our arguments are like, they're like abstract. They're like philosophical battles at this point. They don't even, it's like, my house is like ancient Greece, dude, when we argue. Like my wife, it's like stupid stuff. Like I'll be downstairs, she's like, hey, make sure you load the dishwasher before you go to bed tonight. And my brain does that thing where it's like, delete. Control, Alt, delete. I don't do it on purpose. My mind's just like, this other thing's more important, and I hate that I do that. But then the next morning, you know, it all crashes down on me. She's like, why didn't you load the dishwasher? And I'm like, I forgot. She's like, how did you forget? And I'm like, you want me to explain the absence of thought? It's a logical fallacy, and I won't. We argue over the toilet seat. That's so embarrassing. I hate that, man. Just so stupid and cliche that, you know. But yeah, she all the time. And dude, I'll put it down. I don't care. I'll put it down. Sometimes I forget. You know, and I'm like, all I'm asking you is just fucking gently lower it. Don't slam it like an asshole. Just put it down. It's not the end of the world. And I'm like, what's the worst thing that could happen by it being up? She's like, I could fall in there at nighttime. Like, what do you run to the bathroom ass first and jump? What the f? So now I do. I put it down every time, but I also put that little one too. I put that down like f you. I drop that down, and I pee on it a little. You can't win arguments with women, man. They'll just destroy you. It's their game. You think you win, they'll wait like 3 weeks and just f***ing lance you. It'll be like 3 weeks later, and she'll be like, what's up with your teeth? What do you mean? She's like, oh, never mind. I'm like, what the f***? They'll get you with their celebrity crushes. That hurts, man. Stop doing that, man. That hurts us. We were watching the movie Fury. Did you ever see Fury? World War II movie, Brad Pitt, Army tanks, awesome movie. We're having a good time. We're enjoying it. Halfway through, Brad Pitt pops out of an army tank. He just like won a battle. He's like, yeah. His shirt's ripped. I'm like, yeah, how does a shirt get ripped inside of a tank? But I'm not ruining it for us. I'm quiet. He pops out of the tank. You can see like his stomach. My wife didn't even say anything. She just went, Now I'm watching a whole different movie. I'm rooting for the Nazis now. I'm Googling shit. I'm like, yeah, the economy was pretty f***ed up. No one wants to talk about it.
I feel very lucky nowadays. I've got really lovely friends. And I feel very, very lucky for that. Because I grew up without many friends at all, really. I found making friends at school very, very difficult. And I think it's because I was hiding who I was. I couldn't really be myself. I was always on edge. I was worried that people were going to find out something about me. So I never really had any mates. But don't worry, there's not been any sort of lasting damage. It's not like I've got to go on stage 5 times a week to make strangers laugh, to make me feel full. It's not like that. It's not like that. Once a week, it's not like that. You don't need to worry. There was one girl at school that picked on me every single day. She picked on me every day. Now, I mentioned before, I know I'm not a super famous person, I've got a low level of fame, but occasionally I pop up on the telly. And every single time I pop up on the telly, this girl that picked on me the whole way through school slides into my DMs. Like, oh, hi, Suze, how are you doing? Great to see how well you're doing. I saw you on Mastermind last night, well done. Oh my God, next time you're in Portsmouth, me and you, we should go for a drink. Like, yeah, we should, it'll be arsenic. She was horrible to me. But now, because she's started following me, I've started following her. And apparently when you follow someone you don't like, it's called hate following. Everyone that's just laughed are the bitches in the room. They've just really outed themselves. Hey, that one that clapped is the queen bitch. No, don't worry, I'm not knocking you, I'm doing it too, okay? It's not big, it's not clever, okay? But it means when you just go on their page occasionally, just to go, can I hate you? Done up your lounge, have you? Grey. Is it? Living, laughing, loving. Are ya? Sailing Dunelm. Was there? You know. But I've now become slightly obsessed by her life. It's not growing up. This isn't a suggestion. Don't do this. I'm just telling you what I've done. A lot of her posts are about her husband, about how wonderful he is. She's got this wonderful husband. And it's not because they're straight. Like, I love straight people. You heard that before. Mum and Dad are straight. I love straight people. And honestly, some of my best friends are bisexual, so I do love straight people. But she'll put up these pictures of her husband, all in black and white, being like, he's the salt to my pepper. He's the bread to my butter. He's my light in the darkness. He's my husband. But she constantly tries to virtue signal. Now, I'm not talking about people sharing important information that we all need to learn about. She is constantly wanting to tell people that she is a good person, because she is the devil. She's constantly trying to tell people that she's a great person. One of the ways that she does this, and I've got to be very careful with this material because my audience are always lovely people, so I mean it with love. But she needs to let everyone know that her pets are from a rescue centre. I'm just going to say one thing. Once you've rescued your dog, it's just your dog. You don't need to refer to it as a rescue dog. It's just a dog. It's your dog now. You've rescued it. Well done. We're all very proud. She does the same about her cats. Look at my cats. Look at my adopted cats. Look at my little adopted cats. I adopted all of them. If I hadn't adopted these cats, they'll be out on the Edgware Road turning tricks. Look, I adopted these cats. All cats are adopted. Even if you paid for your cat, you adopted your cat. No one is birthing cats. No one's having a litter of cats. If you are, leave this show, go to the Natural History Museum, it's just down the road.
I really don't have a lot of like, my wife jokes. I don't have a lot of jokes like that. There's truly only a handful of things about her that actually bother me, so I'll list them in order now. One thing that drives me crazy is whenever we go out to eat, she always makes me order first because she thinks that's going to give her enough time to decide what she wants. Every time we go out, the waiter will come over and they're like, do you need more time? I'm like, absolutely, we need more time. She doesn't even know what restaurant we're in. And she's holding the menu upside down. So you might want to circle back to this situation. She's like, no, it's fine. You just go ahead and then I'll know what I want. I'm like, how slow do you think that I speak? That you're gonna get this, like, how, just go ahead. And I was like, oh, chicken enchiladas. Do you know now? Let's go, lady. Let's go. He's got tables. We gotta turn these. Let's go, lady. Let's go. But what's worse is we'll go out with like a group of people and she'll make everybody else order in front of her. And that would give her enough time if she wasn't too busy complimenting every other person's order in real time. Just like, oh, the chicken? I was gonna get the chicken, but now you're getting the chicken, so I'm not gonna get a bunch of sides. That's really fun. I could do that, but then that's like a lot of plates. Then it gets to her. She gets to do her favorite thing, which is make a regrettable choice in a panic. Just, bowl of sour cream? That's not a dinner. They're not even gonna get you a spoon, so I don't know what you plan on doing with that. Another thing that happens is it'll be like 8 o'clock at night, and I'll be like, let's watch a movie. And she's like, it's too late to start a movie. Let's just watch 3 episodes of this hour-long TV show. What math have you done here? The one thing that is the hardest thing about being in a marriage, because this is the central question in every marriage, and that is, what do you want to eat for dinner? I don't know why that has become the only question we ask each other, but it is. Every day, what do you want to eat for dinner? Nobody has any right answers. I know 3 times a year at best, like once in February, maybe one time over the summer, and then on Thanksgiving. Like that's the only time that I really know what I want to eat. And if I don't make, I don't want to make the decision. I don't want to make the wrong decision. I want her to make the decision. She doesn't want to make the decision. And so now every day of our lives has just become a race to see who can ask first. Like I'm starting to wake up like that. Just wake up and, what do you want for dinner? What do you want? No, I said it. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's not my turn. Every time. My wife and I don't really fight that much. We really don't. We have like what I would call micro fights, where it's like you can kind of see it coming. You know, like the other morning I was like, "Ooh, somebody got up early." She's like, "No, I didn't." Okay. I'm just gonna go see if the car's still outside. We have so much fun together. I love my wife so much. She's my best friend. But we have so much fun. We have so much fun together, and I think it's because we're both youngest children. No one should have let us live together. There's no adult in the house. It's true chaos. There's nothing to eat. It's just macaroni and cheese and dog food. We run out of things to do. We're like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? And then we both just start swinging our arms. We can do this for a while. That's pretty fun, huh? Yeah, I like that. We're very immature. Like the other day, we were making out, and it seemed like things were about to get pretty cool. And then we both heard the ice cream truck. She's like, oh, it's Mr. Softy. I'm like, please don't say that while I'm naked. My wife and I are actually expecting our first child. Thank you. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to become a dad, and everyone's been asking me do you feel ready to be a dad? And I don't know how to answer that question, but I did experience this on the street where I was like, I don't know, am I ready to be a dad? And then I saw a guy in my neighborhood that had one of those shirts on that said best dad ever, and I was like, we'll see about that. Like, I was mad right away. I was, like, ready to fight this man. I was like, you probably bought that for yourself, idiot. And I was like, whoa, maybe I am ready to be a dad. Like, blind rage at the drop of a hat? I could do this. Yeah. I gotta protect my family. I can't. It's hard to become friends with other guys expecting children because it's just like, look, only one of us is getting this mug, okay? Eye contact. Let's do this. Gonna arm wrestle. But it is, it's really exciting to become a parent. We've been telling people in the family, and nobody knows how to react. I called my sister. She already has 2 kids. I was like, we're having a baby. And she goes, you're going to be so tired. You have the wrong kind of joy right now. Feels like you're happy at me, and I don't like that. Also, joke's on her. I have anxiety. Like, I'm already tired. At least now I'll be worrying about something that actually exists. I called my brother. He also has anxiety. I called him up. I go, Josh, we're having a baby. And he goes, oh, no. What do I do? Like, you don't do anything. You're the uncle. You don't have to do anything. Do I book a flight for the day that it's born? You don't do that. I don't know what you do, but that's not what you do. Like, that's not what I need. It's just another man in his 30s with no childcare experience just pacing around my kitchen like, oh, no, what do I do? The last time my brother came to visit me, he broke my front door and accidentally spilled NyQuil on my dog. So, no, I don't need you to come visit. In fact, if you are on a plane, it better not land in New York. Like, do not come here. We've been reading all the baby books. There's a lot of books on having a baby, and there's one very famous book that's called What to Expect When You're Expecting, and it is very apparent that the woman that wrote that book does not like her husband. I don't know what happened to her, but she put it in print. Like, it is not, this book is so nice to the mommies and so mean to the daddies. Like, every week is like, week 6, baby is the size of a sweet pea. Mommy needs lots of love and a little forgiveness for sneaking those midnight cookies. For dad this week, try channeling those nervous energies into something fun, like scrubbing the toilet. Week 12, baby is the size of an avocado. Dad, you probably don't know what those look like because all you eat is garbage. Mom this week is going to be experiencing a heightened sense of smell. So Dad, try taking a shower every now and then for once in your life. Week 25, baby is the size of a cabbage. Mom, your feet might hurt, but you should never forget that you are an angel that walks on this earth. For Dad this week, try getting a real job, you clown. Can it see us? It's hurtful. You know, we've been doing all the doctor's appointments, and when we did our first sonogram, before we went in, my wife said to me, she goes, listen, I'm going to be up there. I need you to do 2 things. I just need you to ask questions and take notes. That's it. Just ask questions and take notes. And never have I felt dumber in my life than trying to ask her doctor questions about something that I do not understand. I'm just in the corner like, question. Is the baby, is the baby small? Baby is small. This is a real question that I asked our doctor. I said, how does the baby know not to get tangled up in the cord? Our doctor looked at me, looked at my wife, and sighed. She was like, it's a miracle. And between us, I'm pretty sure she wasn't talking about the baby. Like, it really felt like it's a miracle that anyone would have a baby with you. Like, it hurt. That hurt the doctors are not supposed to do any harm, and this was harmful. This hurt my feelings big time. Also, everything is so expensive. I don't understand why, but sonograms before insurance are like $400. Why? You already have the machine. Just turn it on. Where's 400 coming into play here? Just turn it on. That's all you got to do. Just turn it on, leave the room, I'll figure it out, okay? Let's see if 18 seasons of watching Grey's Anatomy has taught me anything. Where's 400 coming into this equation? Like, what are you putting on my wife? Is it truffle oil? What's on the belly right now? Is that printer toner? Where's 400 coming into play? But we did the sonogram, and we found out that we're having a boy. And yeah, it's great. It's a healthy baby. That's what you want. And when you have a boy, people have two questions. They go, what are you going to name him? And you go, I don't know. We don't know what we're going to name him. But then they go, are you going to, huh? Are you going to, Are you going to, am I going to circumcise him? Yeah, you're going to do that? Well, that's great that we're talking about this in public. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if we're going to circumcise them. Like, there's two schools of thought, right? You do it, you don't do it. You do it because it can keep them from infection, and it's about cleanliness, and you don't do it because it's unnecessary surgery. Why would you put your child through that? And so I was like, I don't know what to do. So I just called my mom, and I go, Mom, do we circumcise the boy? And she goes, well... we did. I know. I know what you did. Also, great choice, sure. Everyone's happy. But the truth is, having a baby and becoming a father is scary. It's a pretty heavy thing to think about, because you hear people go, why would anyone have kids? And then you start to think, why would anyone have kids? Like, the world is bad. The world is scary. There's so much that you can't protect them from. There's no baby, and then there is a baby, and it's just out there, and you can't keep them safe from things that you can't control. You want their life to be good. You start to think about how people can be so mean to each other, and how the planet's dying, and how there's just some things that have been set in motion that there's no way to stop. You say, do I want to make my child grow up in this world? What can I do? How can I keep them safe? I can't. And you feel powerless, and you feel scared. But then you start to think, why would anyone have a baby? And it's like, oh, maybe it's because I want to make things better. And I want to teach them how to love and how to be kind to other people. And you start to think of all the good things in the world. There's no baby, and then there is a baby. And there's just people that are kind, and people really are good to each other, and people really do care. And there are things that we can do to make each other happy and make things better. And there's all the beautiful experiences that you can share with a child. There's no baby, and then there is a baby. And I'm going to get to watch him walk and learn words. And I'm going to get to teach him to throw a baseball. I get to watch him graduate from high school. I get to watch him fall in love, have his heart broken, find someone new. All the beautiful things that make up a life. All the beautiful, complex things that make up the lives that we live. I get to witness this through this child, my son. And I get to be there and be his dad. I can't wait until there's a moment when I'm an old man and my son is here. My grown son is in my life. And I can just proudly look him in the eyes and just say, I want to be buried in the backyard. I'm Ryan Beck. Thank you so much, everybody.